What's cooking, everybody? This is Group 3. My name is Wamik Hassan, and today the topic we're going to be presenting on is Foods Unite the Malaysian Society. So, let us begin. First of all, Malaysia is a foodie's paradise, and Malaysians in general appreciate the country's unique heritage, and as you guys have already heard, they are all united in their enthusiasm for the country's ethnic food, despite their differences in religion, culture, and creed. Food plays a very important role in bringing Malaysians together and allowing them to learn about one another's cultures and traditions, but it can also be a source of rivalry and ethnic conflicts. The multiple functions of food are examined in two Malaysian literary works in this paper. The purpose of this study is to determine the function of food in the Malaysian multicultural milieu on a personal and communal level. Multicultural, transcultural lenses, as well as the post-colonial notion of the third space, are used to examine food illusions, images, metaphors, and symbols. These are the main topics which we are going to be covering today. And to start off, the first topic is going to be the relation between Malaysian food and tourism. In Malaysia, food plays an important role in tourism. Each ethnicity is believed to have their own unique and distinctive food, which are interesting to be marketed to the potential tourists. Besides food and beverages, culture activities, the style of cooking, equipment used, and also the way of food being served are seen important as part of the food tourism. To Malaysia, local cuisine is essential in marketing initiatives to promote the destination and is recognized as an important tourism product. This has been proven with international recognition given to Penang as one of the world's top 10 food destinations in 2014. Apparently, tourism, which is usually considered as a supporting niche product, is now seen as an essential element in attracting more international tourists. And now, moving on, traditional food. Malay food is strong, spicy, and aromatic, combining the rich tastes of the many herbs and spices commonly found in Southeast Asia. It is a combination of Malay traditional food arts blended with other country influences, such as Singapore, India, China, Indonesia, etc. And now, next on, we're going to look at some of the traditional dishes. Nasi lemak?
Relax, Mommy. Let me take over from here. So the first dish is the national dish of Malaysia, which is nasi lemak. Nasi means rice and lemak means rich or tasty. So basically just tasty rice. The second dish is roti canai, which is originated from India and can be served for breakfast. The third is asam laksa, which is a flavorful, tangy, spicy Malaysian fish-based rice noodle soup. The fourth is appam balik, which is a snack originated from Sri Lanka. It is a sweet pancake filled with cream corn, peanuts, sugar, and butter. Hokkien mee is the fifth dish, which originates from China. They are savory, thick, chewy egg noodles. And finally, we have satay, which is a popular meat dish that originates from Indonesia. It is grilled meat on the skewers. So, seventh is the beverage that we have, which is teh tarik, which I'm pretty sure all of you know. It is a pool tea in Malay. It's strong, hot, mixed with sweet condensed milk that's repeatedly poured between two cups. Teh tarik is something that can connect people from different races, cultures, and religions, mixing Indians, Chinese, British influences. Teh tarik embodies Malaysia in a glass and has long helped bring the diverse nation together.
Hi there, I'm Zafrin and I'll be talking about countries of influence on Malaysian cuisine. So China. Chances are many of the dishes you associate with Malaysia have their roots in Chinese cuisine, as the vast majority of Chinese Malaysian are descendants of immigrants from southern China. Malaysian Chinese cuisine is predominantly based on a wide range of dishes with root from Fujian, Cantonese, Hakka, and Teochew cuisines. A popular example of this is bak kutta, which is pork rib soup. Popularly regarded as a health tonic, this soup is historically eaten by hard-working Chinese coolies working on the wharves at Port Klang and clearing estates, accompaniment with strong tea on the side. Next, we have India. During the 10th century, migration from South India to the west part of Malaysia was also the migration of spices along with local cooking methods. Nowadays, Indian food and cooking techniques have become one of the three major cuisines for Malay food. For the traditional Indian cooking, it is balancing the ingredients with flavors with different temperatures. By this system, many tasty dishes such as mamak rojak, roti canai, etc. were created from scratch, which now is known as the masterpieces of Malay Indian cuisine. The Malay Indian cuisine is basically a mixture of banana leaves, chettinad cuisine, and mamak culture.
I'm back, and I'm going to be continuing over from where my friend Joffrey has left, and we're going to be talking about Thailand now. So given the history of Malaysia, it is understandable that in the northern states of Penang, Perlis, and Kedah, the liking for fiery, hot, spicy, and sour flavors is quite strong. Further east, the cuisine of the state of Kelantan, which borders Thailand and shows distinct Thai influence, uses kaffir lime leaves, torch ginger, and mint leaves in rice dishes, such as nasi kerabu, a popular Kelantan dish, which is another influence from Thai cuisine. Indonesian cuisine has influenced Malaysian cuisine through migration, especially in the south and central regions of Malaysia. The south, a large number of Javanese who settled there over the centuries, influenced the Malay cuisine in the state of Johor. The influence of Javanese cuisine has brought in distinctive sour, sweet, and spicy notes to various dishes. Moving on, we're going to be switching to another topic, which is going to be festive food for different cultures. Now, Malaysia is a relatively varied country with many races and countries there, but the majority of them, or the races which are considered major, are Chinese, Indians, and Malays, and of course a small number of other minorities. Their food, on the other hand, is what brings them together, because food brings people together from all over the world. However, every culture in Malaysia has its own spices and methods for creating something unique. This way, the food serves as a vital bridge across all these races. Even during festivals, food is the one thing that will always bring people together. Despite the fact that all religions have different festivals, Malaysians celebrate as one. Despite their differences, people get together to taste and enjoy each other's cultures. For example, Deepavali, Hari Raya, Vesak, Thaipusam, Christmas, and Chinese New Year's are just a few examples.
New types of cuisine. The unity of cross cultures, ingredients, and spices creates a new type of cuisine. Different countries have different cuisines, and each country's cuisine uses different ingredients and spices. However, if the ingredients and taste of the multiple countries come together, a new fusion cuisine can also be created to further promote the country's culture. Here we can see a lot of things can create a new fusion. For example, the Chinese cuisine and Malaysian cuisine can create the Nyonya cuisine. So, the Nyonya cuisine is a fusion of Chinese and Malay cuisine. According to historical records, Nyonya originally refers to the daughter of Chinese and Malay intermarriage. It originated from Chinese immigrants who settled in Penang, Malacca, and Singapore 600 years ago. Zheng He of the Ming dynasty traveled to the Western Ocean and introduced the customs and habits of Chinese immigrants to Malaysia, which contributed to the fusion of Chinese culture and Malay culture during that time, and formed a new culture called Nyonya culture.
Hi besties, I'm back again, but only for a short while, chill. So I'm going to be talking about the food utensils used in Malaysian cuisine. So the first one is the cengku, also known as the mortar and pestle. It was the most common stone kitchen tool in the Stone Age, which is very ironically because currently the Gen Z is using it. The owner's habitual motions have been imprinted in the shape of the pestle caused by the constant wear, as it grinds chilies, shallots, shrimps, and paste into make sambals and curries. The second utensil is the batu jiling, or the grindstone. A massive flat granite block was used as the grindstone with a nearly cylindrical stone cushion rolling down its length. So it's like this big, It was used to grind chilies, coriander, cumin, fennel, cloves, and a variety of other spices into that paste was used to make curries and stuff. So they're both very similar, but they're made differently but by the same things.
Hi, this is Rika, and I will move on to mamak. Do you know mamak? This is the famous food court in Malaysia, and it's open air food court, which is famous for 3 points. One is cheap and tasty, and casual atmosphere that attracts many overseas people. And the basic food is served with Southeast Asia cuisines, for example, nasi lemak, roti canai, and Chinese cuisine from char kway teow. And as a history, we have the Mongol Tamil Muslims, and whose ancestor is visiting South India, Malay Peninsula, and other Southeast Asia. And in 1970s and early 1980s, the Malay Tom Yum store the new store shop has arrived in Malaysia, and this is very different from the store that previous have, and it's based on the Taiwanese food, and it's more sweeter and spicy. For example, we have the cuisine like tom yum, nasi paprika, and nasi goreng kampar. And it's the famous for Thai-based food that we in Malay version fast food restaurants. And now I'm going to move on food manners. And food manner is very important part for explaining the food culture. And for example, in Malay, we need to use the right hand to eat because the left hand is considered impurity. So if it doesn't matter you are right-handed or left-handed, you must use the right hand to eat. And for Chinese, opposingly, they normally use both chopsticks and spoons. And additionally, we have a sanitization culture. For example, in the restaurant, the customer needs to serve the wash basin to soak the dishes for 2 to 3 minutes for sanitization. And I'm moving on to taboo food. And also we have a taboo food in Islam and Hindu. For Islam, it's not allowed to eat pig. And for Hindu is beef. For Buddhism, there are no specification for food, but there are many people who are vegetarians. And in addition to Islam, they are not also allowed to drink alcohol like wines. And also they are not allowed to enter the restaurants or hotels that not written that there is no halal notification. And this is the presentation that we've all got, and thank you for listening.